जय जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त बिंद। जय अद्वैत जय जय सची सुत गौरांग सुंदर। जय नित्यानंद पद्मा बतीर कोयर। जय नित्यानंद पद्मा जय जय सीतानाथ अद्वैत गोसाई। जय सीतानाथ यारोकी पादे पाई चैतन्य निताई। यारोकी पादे जय जय गदाधर प्रेमेरो सागर। जय गदाधर गौरांगेरो प्रियतम पंडित प्रवर। गौरांगेरो प्रियतम शिवधन जय गौर प्रियोत्तम। श्रीवास पंडित जय जय भक्तगण। श्रीवास पंडित जय जय भक्तगण। सभाकार पद रेणु शिरे रहु मोर। कार पद रेणु रूप भावे नाशे कली महाघोर। रूप कली महाघोर। जय जय गुरु गोसाई शरण तुहारो। जय शरण तो यारो की पाते तरी ए भव संसारो। यारो की पाते तरी यारो की पाते तरी ए भव संसारो। यारो की जय रूप सनातन भक्त रघुनाथ। जय श्रीजीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ। श्रीजीव गोपाल जय जय लीला କଳ ଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ ଜୟ ମୋ ପାପିରେ କୃପା କରି କର ଆତ୍ମସାଥ ମୋ ପାପିରେ କୃପା କରି କର ଆତ୍ମସାଥ ଜୟ ଶ୍ରୀ ଗୋପାଳ ଦେବ ଭକତ ବତ୍ସବ ଜୟ নবঘন জিনিতন পরম উজ্জ্বল নবঘন জিনিতন জয় জয় গোপীনাথ প্রভু প্রাণ মোর পুরী গোস্বামী লাগি যার নাম ক্ষীর চোর পুরী গোস্বামী লাগি যার নাম ক্ষীর চোর জয় রাধে জয় কৃষ্ণ জয় বৃন্দাবন জয় জয় রাধে জয় কৃষ্ণ জয় বৃন্দাবন জয় রাধে জয় জয় শ্রীরাসমন দল সর্বোত্তম জয় জয় শ্রীরাসমন দল সর্বোত্তম শ্রীরাস নাগরী জয় জয় নন্দ লালো নাগরী জয় শ্রীরাস নাগরী জয় জয় নন্দ লালো জয় জয় মোহন শ্রী মদন গোপাল জয় জয় মোহন শ্রী মদন গোপাল হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে Hare Gaur Premanande Risapirans Day of Sri Sri Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, who kept the prestige of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya by writing Govinda Bhashya commentary on Vedanta Sutra for Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Prabhupada, Gita book has dedicated Gita to Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, isn't it? He kept the prestige of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya when the prestige was threatened. You understand? So today, this happens day of Baladev Vidyabhushan. So, this occasion, auspicious occasion, so I have thought of to speak something on Baladev Vidyabhushan and glorify. And Vaishnava Gunagan Karile Jivet Prana Smiyachi Sadhguru Mukhe. I have heard from Sadhgurus. If you glorify Vaishnavas, then and get their mercy, the all auspiciousness will come to you. You will develop your bhakti, Sudha Bhakti, very easily go back home, back to Godhead. Therefore, we should glorify the Vaishnava on such auspicious occasions. You know something about Baladev Vidyabhushan? What do you know?
He wrote the commentary on Vedanta Sutra when the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya was challenged by the Sri Sampradaya.
Sri Sampradaya, yes.
As to the form of deity worship that was going on in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. They were questioning why you're worshipping in this way in Jaipur.
Yeah.
And Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur recommended Baladev Vidyabhushan to go and to answer the inquiry.
Yeah. So Baladev Vidyabhushan, pure devotee, Mahabharata Bhagavaduttama, Niskinchana Bhagavata, understand? Akinchana Niskinchana Bhakta. No pride. Trunada Pisunicha, embodiment of that form, Trunada Pisunicha. Niskinchana Bhakta. He was free from all sorts of desires, no desire for material enjoyment, no desire for material liberation, bhavata, bhakti, rohetu vidoi, niskamata. Only, please give me ahetu ki bhakti and only devotion. That was his only prayer. And he was such a Niskinchan Bhakta, he had not mentioned anywhere. What is the name of his father, mother? You understand? And which dynasty, family, lineage he belongs to? Nothing mentioned somewhere. You understand? Therefore, when he was born, correct date was not available. You understand? Some Acharyas, Gauriya Vaishnava, Acharyas, they give this opinion that it is definite that he was born in Orissa. That's a fact. He was an Oriya. Yes. And born in district, Baleswar district, where that Khirchor Gopinath temple is there, famous temple. In Remuna, village near Remuna, he was born. Some say he was born in either 17th century or 18th century. You understand? In a very tender age, He became expert in Vyakarana, Kavya, Alankar, Nyaya Shastra. You understand? Very tender he became expert. Then he traveled, went out for visiting many holy places of pilgrimage, Tirtha Brahma. At that time, he went to Madhvacharya's Matha in Udupi, South India. I stayed there some time with the Tattvavadis. You understand? And learned some Tattvavad Siddhanta and became expert in that Tattvavad Siddhanta also. Then he preached that in different places of India. In this way, traveling, he again came back to Odisha. At that time, the grand disciple of Rasikananda Thakur, that is Pandit Radha Damodar Goswami, he met him. Fortunately, he met him. And spent some days with him, Srimad Radha Damodar Goswami. And Radha Damodar Goswami spoke to him about Srimad Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You understand how most merciful incarnation, wonderfully merciful, wonderfully magnanimous, munificent Mahaprabhu, and taught him the Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. So from him he learned Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta from Radha Damodar Goswami. Balada Vidyabhushan Prabhu, hearing from Radha Damodar Goswami, became very much attracted to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After a few days, then he took initiation from Radha Damodar Goswami, became his disciple. And under his guidance, he studied Jiva Goswami's Sat Sandarbha, under the guidance of Srimad Radha Damodar Goswami. So within a very short time, he became very expert in this Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. You understand? The exceptional personality. So he spent some days with Radha Damodar Goswami. After that, taking his permission, he went to Vrindavan to know more about Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. You understand? Study more about it. There he met Srimad Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Vrindavan. And under his guidance, he studied Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur became very much pleased with Balada Vidyabhushan's behavior. He was very humble. Perseverance. His perseverance, his humility, good character, his devotional attitude. Do you understand? Seeing all these things, Balada Vidyabhushan Prabhu was very much pleased with him. And taught him with much pleasure, Yachintya Veda Veda Tattva, Mahaprabhu's Tattva. From him, he learned the Achintya Veda Tattva and the Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta, became expert in it, Balada Vidyabhushan Prabhu. Then he started preaching this Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta, Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. At that time, in this King Jaya Singh's court in Jaipur, you understand? In Jaipur, this some Ramanuja Sampradaya Vaishnavas, they threatened Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Do you understand? They said, this Sampradaya is not bona fide because they have no Bhashya, no commentary on Vedanta Sutra. Do you understand? So that should not be recognized or accepted as bona fide Sampradaya. That is this question. So they cannot be engaged in offering worship to this Govinda Gopinath. Let it be handed over to the Vaishnavas, Sri Sampradaya Vaishnavas. That is the point. Because this Gaudiya Vaishnava, they have no Bhashya. You understand? Vedanta Sutra Bhashya. So that should not be recognized as bona fide Sampradaya. That is this question. The king, Jaipur Raja, the king of Jaipur, he was disciple of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. When he heard this thing, immediately sent message to Vrindavan, to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and inquired whether Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya have any Vedanta Bhashya or not. If it is there, please send it to Jaipur. That's presented before these Pandits of Sri Sampradaya Vaishnava. At that time, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was very, very old. Very, very old. It was completely impossible on his part to go to Jaipur. You understand? Rajasthan, Jaipur. So he sent his disciple, his student, Baladev Vidyabhushan. You go. Because Baladev Vidyabhushan, Prabhu was expert, all these philosophies, Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy, that Tattvavadi philosophy of Madhvacharya. He knows all philosophies, very expert. So, therefore, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu went there. The great assembly of Pandits there, court of king of Jaipur. Many great Pandits of Ramananda Sampradaya, Ramanuja Sampradaya were present, and there was great debate. Great debate with these Pandits. Tarka Juddha, fighting, great debate, debating on Siddhantas, conclusions, philosophical Siddhantas. But Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu was so great learned scholar and proficient in all these Siddhantas, the philosophies also, they couldn't stand before him. You understand? They couldn't stand before them. Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu said, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sampradaya Pravartaka. What do you say? Propounder of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. This is Brahma Madhva Sampradaya, isn't it? And Mahaprabhu accepted Guru from this Sampradaya, Ishwar Puri, who comes in Brahma Madhva Sampradaya. From that day, Gaudiya word is added to it. Therefore, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. You understand? But Brahma Madhva Sampradaya say they are Tattvavadis, they are something different philosophies there also. Because Madhvacharya's philosophy is Shuddha Dvaitavad. You understand? He never accepts any Advaitavad. You understand? He is very strong. Madhvacharya was very strong. Because he is Vayu avatar incarnation of wind god. Like Hanumanji, Bhimsen, they are all Vayu Putra. You understand? This is the third incarnation, Madhvacharya. You understand? Madhvacharya is third incarnation. You follow? First incarnation, Hanumanji, second incarnation, Bhimsen. Third incarnation, Madhvacharya. Vayu. Very strong and stout body also. And forcefully he preached Advaitavad. I am saying Dvaitavad. Complete cut off Advaitavad. You understand? Complete. No other thing of Advaitavad at all. In Madhvacharya's philosophy. Shuddha Advaitavad. You understand? You might have seen his figure, very strong and stout figure. and he raising hand and saying two. It's not one, two. Dvaita. That is Dvaitavadi. But pure, complete Dvaitavadi is not correct. Complete Advaitavadi is not correct philosophically. Other acharyas of Gaudiya Vaishnava, I am saying Vaishnava acharyas, that is Ramanujacharya, Vishnu Swami, Nimbarka, isn't it? Ramanujacharya is a Sri Sampradaya Acharya, Vishnu Swami is a Rudra Sampradaya Acharya, and Nimbarka is Kumar Sampradaya Acharya. Do you understand? Atakalo Bhavishanti Chatvara Sampradayino Sri Brahma Rudra Sanaka, isn't it? Sri Brahma Rudra Sanaka. Atakalo Bhavishanti Chatvara Sampradayino Sri Brahma Rudra Sanaka. Vaishnava Khiti Pavana Chatvaraste Kalu Bhavya Utkale Purushottamat. This is Baladev Vidyabhushan has put it in Padma Puran, put it in his Prameya Ratnavali, Siddhanta. Kali Yuga, only 4 sampradayas are bona fide sampradaya. Do you understand? There are 4 Vaishnavas, others are not bona fide in Kali Yuga. Vipala. Sri Brahma Rudra Sanaka. Sri Sampradaya coming from Lakshmiji, Acharya is Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya, known as Ramanuja, Sampradaya also. That is Sri Sampradaya, Vaishnava. And Brahma Sampradaya Acharya is Madhvacharya. And this Rudra Sampradaya Acharya is Vishnu Swami. Kumar Sampradaya Acharya is Nimbarka Acharya. You understand? The 4 Vaishnava Sampradaya and 4 famous Vaishnava Acharyas are there. So Ramanujacharya appeared in 12th century. Madhvacharya appeared in 13th century. Appearance of Nimbarka is not ascertained. Madhvacharya appeared in 13th century and Nimbarka Vishnu Swami's appearance not clearly ascertained. You understand? So Vishnu Swami's philosophy is Shuddha Dvaita. Shankaracharya's philosophy is Vidha Dvaita or Kevada Dvaita. Ramanujacharya philosophy is Vishishta Dvaitavada. Nimbaditya philosophy is Dvaita Dvaitavada, isn't it? And Madhvacharya's philosophy is completely Dvaitavada. Do you understand? So you'll find in the philosophy of these 4 acharyas, Ramanuja's philosophy, Vishnu Swami's philosophy and Nimbarka philosophy, there is a touch of Advaita with Dvaita, isn't it? But Madhvacharya philosophy, no touch of Advaita. He completely cut off Advaita. Only Dvaitavada. So there is difference between these 4 philosophies, though these 4 are Vaishnava acharyas. They speak Vaishnava philosophy, Bhakti. But little difference between Dvaita and Advaita. Do you understand? So, Mahaprabhu came, who took the essence from these 4 philosophies and gave this most sublime philosophy, Achintya Bheda Vedavada. You understand? Achintya Bheda Abheda. Veda Veda. Therefore, complete Dvaitavada is not correct. Complete Advaitavada is not correct. Therefore, Achintya Bheda Vedavada gave most sublime philosophy. Nothing more than that. This is one. And Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, he became expert on this thing. Achintya Bheda Vedavada. And he said, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a propounder of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. And Mahaprabhu has accepted Srimad Bhagavatam as a natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. What is need of separate commentary, Bhashya? Mahaprabhu has accepted. Yeah? Srimad Bhagavatam is the natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra, Brahma Sutra. Vyasadeva compiled Vedanta Sutra. With the compiler of Vedanta Sutra, he gave commentary. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. Huh? And we accept. Because Mahaprabhu is a propounder of this Sampradaya, Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, and we belong to that Sampradaya. But Mahaprabhu accepted Srimad Bhagavatam as the natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra, we accept. But the need of separate Bhashya, commentary. He put forth this logic. Huh? And he also said, Jiva Goswami Sat Sandarbha. They have accepted. In Sat Sandarbha, Bhagavatam is accepted as natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. That is our commentary. Gaudiya Vaishnava commentary, Srimad Bhagavatam. But the Sri Sampradaya Pandits, they didn't accept it. Do you understand? They raised objection. No. Every Sampradaya has its Bhashya. Do you understand? Unless you have your separate Bhashya, should not be your Sampradaya, should not be recognized as bona fide Sampradaya. They told king. You understand? In his court, they say, Jayasingha. Cannot be accepted. Very strong argument they put forth. So at last, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu said, all right, give me few days time. I'll put forth the Bhashya, commentary on Vedanta Sutra for Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. So he got some time. All right. Baladev Vidyabhushan, very dear devotee, pure devotee, Premi Bhakta. It was a great shock to him. So much pain he got in his heart, very much distressed in his heart. He went to the temple of Govindji there in Jaipur and paid Sastanga Dandavata Pranam before Govindji, cried before Govindji and spoke everything to Govindji. You understand? He talked with Govindji. So, at that night, Govindji appeared in dream. Appeared before him in dream. Baladev Vidyabhushan said, all right, you write commentary. You write commentary. That is accepted by me. I accept it. Whatever commentary you write, that I accept it. Yes. Nobody cannot, deny it. When Govindji accepts, that means Govindji empowered him, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, to write commentary. You understand? That means Govindji wrote through him. That's a fact. Krishna Sakti vina anuhitar pravartana. Ordinary human being cannot do it unless Krishna Sakti does. You understand? So, getting this order in dream, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu became very happy and got strength, spiritual strength now. Why you feel weak? That's the strength. Do you follow? Then meditated upon the lotus feet of Sri Sri Govindji, Radha Govind. Then started writing Bhashya, commentary. After a few days, he completed it and named it Sri Govinda Bhashya. The name of the Bhashya is Sri Govinda Bhashya. That is the Bhashya of the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. At the end of the Bhashya, he wrote like that. Vidyarupam bhushanam me pradayo khyatim ninni tena jo mamudaro Sri Govinda Supra Nirdishta Bhasya Radha Bandhu Bandhuranga Sojiyat. At the end he wrote like that. Understand something? Meaning is, Govindji is wonderfully merciful. He showered his causeless mercy on such a Dina Phalan Jiva like myself, and allowed me in the dream to write. It is he who wrote all this bhashya. I am not writer. He, Govindji, wrote to me, and let the bhashya be accepted. All Pandits of all sampradayas, because Govindji has accepted, nobody can deny it. Wrote like that. Do you understand? Therefore that bhashya, famous bhashya. Do you understand? And when he wrote that bhashya, then the Society of Pandits awarded him with this title, Vidyabhushana. The Society of Pandits awarded this title to him, Vidyabhushana. From that day he was known as Baladeva, Vidyabhushana. Do you understand? Govindji, Sri Govind, who is Pranabandhu of Srimati Radharani, let that Govindji be glorified. This is the meaning of that verse. Understand? Then he took this Bhashya Grantha, went to the assembly, king's court, and sorry, that Bhashya, the Pandits, Ramanujacharya, Ramanandi, those were there, Pandits, those were raising objection. When they saw, they became amazed. Oh, such nice Bhashya. Because Govindji has. This is Govind's Krupa, mercy. Then Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya was recognized as bona fide Sampradaya. All also said, Gaudiya Sampradaya ki jai! And they all glorified Gaudiya Sampradaya. King, that is Raja Jai Singh, and all Gaudiya Vaishnavas became very, very happy, and they all awarded Baladev as Vidyabhushana title. This assembly was held in Jaipur, in a place named Galta. And that is in 1628 Sakabda. Then King of Jaipur, Raja Jai Singh, declared that Sarvagre, first of all, this Sri Sri Govindji's Arati will be done by Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Yes. First they will do Arati. They declare. Then all the Pandits of Sri Sampradaya, they were defeated. They are defeated by Baladev Vidyabhushana. They accepted defeat. Yes, we are defeated now. Then they requested him, please accept us as your disciple. We want to be your disciple. You understand? We want to be your disciple. Please accept us as your disciple. But Baladev Vidyabhushana is so humble. He said, no, please excuse me. Please excuse me. I cannot accept you as my disciple because you are a Vaishnava Sampradaya, bona fide Sampradaya. Ramanuja Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya. You are Sri Sampradaya, Vaishnava. That one of the bona fide Vaishnava Sampradayas. is recognized, how can I accept you? Then it will be a great, what say, insult, or what you say, insult? मर्यादा हानि होगा. क्या बोलते हैं अंग्रेजी में? मर्यादा हानि होगा. क्या बोलते हैं अंग्रेजी में? हाँ, बोलो अंग्रेजी language, I don't know. हाँ, if I accept you as disciple, we are Gaudiya, we belong to Gaudiya Sampradaya, you belong to Sri Sampradaya, you belong to one bona fide Vaishnava Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya Vaishnava, Sri Sampradaya accepted as a bona fide Vaishnava Sampradaya, isn't it? If I accept you as my disciple, that means as Gaudiya Vaishnava, then marjada nahi hoga. Understand what you say in English?
Overriding, transgressing.
Transgressing Vaishnava etiquette. Yes, maybe put forth in that way. Marjada nahi hoga bolde. Then that will be offensive, aparadh ho jayega. So I cannot do it. Please excuse. It's so humble. Do you understand? Then Baladev, the king of Jaipur, Jai Singh, gave certificate. Jai Patra. Jai Patra. Glorifying. This was certificate, Jai Patra to Baladev Vidyabhushan. He took it, then went to back to Vrindavan, showed it to, placed it at the lotus feet of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, his guru. And related everything, spoke everything. Hearing this, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and all the Vaishnavas in Vrindavan became very much pleased. Then Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu showered so much Ashribad, blessings on him, Baladev Vidyabhushan. After the disappearance of Srimad Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu became next Acharya, Patharaj, Gaudiya, Vaishnava Sampradaya. Vedanta Syamantaka, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, these are the books written by Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. So, Govinda Bhasya, Siddhanta Ratna, Sahutya Kaumudi, Vedanta Syamantaka, Prameya Ratnavali. This Prameya Ratnavali. In Prameya Ratnavali he has quoted this Padma Puranas. Atha Kalau Bhavisyanti Chattvar Sampradaya. Sri Brahma Rudra Samaka Vaishnava Khiti Pavana Chattwaraste Kalu Bhavya Utkole Purushottama. He quoted this in this Prameya Ratnavali. This is authenticity. This is only 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas are accepted as bona fide Sampradaya in Kali Yuga. Other Sampradaya not accepted of a Sampradaya, not bona fide. So, one who will accept Guru, he should understand what the bona fide Sampradaya. Sampradaya vihina mantraste viphala amata. Unless you accept Guru from a bona fide Vaishnava Sampradaya and get mantra from him, then it is viphala, useless. You understand? So in Kali Yuga only 4 bona fide Sampradaya there. Sri Brahma Rudra Sanaka Vaishnava, these are 4 Vaishnava Sampradaya. But last part of the verse is most important. Chattaraste kalu bhavya utkale purushottamat. This is very important. In Utkala Khanda Purushottam Khetra, Jagannath Puri Khetra, this combination of these 4 philosophies will come up and will be praised throughout the world. That is the Achintya Bheda Veda Tattva. Mahaprabhu expressed it. Do you understand? Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Do you understand? But he appeared as Bhakta, appeared as Acharya. Sadhu Guru Acharya. Kali Yuge Sadhu Guru Paiva Duskoro Daniya Sadhu Guru Rupe Krishna Janmila Nodiya. Is mentioned by whom? Jagadananda Pandit. And Prema Vivarta. You understand? Kali Yuge sadhu guru paiba duskor janiya. Sadhu guru rupe Krishna janmila nodiya. Kali Yuga is very difficult to get a real bona fide sadhu guru. Krishna knows that thing. Therefore, he appeared as sadhu guru. Who is sadhu, who is guru? What is his qualification of that? Therefore, he did Acharya Leela. Mahaprabhu. You follow? And Tatvaraste Kalobhavya Utkale Purusuttamata. Though these four Vaishnavacharyas are bona fide, Vaishnava Sampradayas are bona fide Sampradayas, and their philosophy is Vaishnava philosophy. The combination of these four philosophies will come up and will spread throughout the world. That is Achinta Bheda Veda. Mahaprabhu took the essence of this philosophy of four acharyas and gave this philosophy of Achinta Bheda Veda. You understand? And that will come up. That was prophecy. 5,000 years ago, written. And 500 years ago, Achinta Bheda Veda Tattva came up when Mahaprabhu took a sannyas and went to Purushottam Kshetra and stayed there. Do you understand? At that time, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, a great scholar, Pandit, who is Brihaspati avatar, who is incarnation of Brihaspati. Such a scholar Pandit is not available nowadays. He was there at that time. Do you understand? And he was very puffed up, proud. Though he was Grihastha, he was teaching sannyasis. This Vedantas. Do you understand? And he was very puffed up, proud that I am the professor of Vedanta. No professor was there. Such pride he had. Understand? Teaching the sannyasis, though Grihastha. Such pride he had. Mahaprabhu had taken up sannyas at very young age. Do you understand? At the age of 24, young sannyasi. Mahaprabhu was not studying Vedanta, not doing meditation. Mahaprabhu chanting Hare Krishna and dancing in the street, surrounded with devotees. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Do you understand? So, one day, he could understand, he could know, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, that this Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the, grandson of Nilambar Chakravarti. Do you understand? Nilambar Chakravarti is the father of Sachi Mata. Understand? So grandson, isn't it? From maternal side. And Nilambar Chakravarti and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya were, let's say, Samasamayika?
Studying in school.
Studying in the same school.
Contemporary, yes, contemporary. They were contemporary. Do you understand? Nilambar Chakravarti and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So Nilambar Chakravarti is grandson. And in that vision he saw Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Because they are contemporary of same age, same time. So Sri Krishna Chaitanya, you have taken up sannyas at a young age. Kali Yuga is very difficult to keep up sannyas. You have taken up sannyas at a young age. How can you keep up sannyas? Sannyasi's duty is to read Vedanta and meditate. But you are chanting, dancing in the street. It's very difficult to keep up sannyas. How can you keep up? You should hear Vedanta from me, because you think I am professor of Vedanta. So pride he had. From whom all Vedanta comes, he says, you hear from me. Isn't it? From Supreme Lord Krishna. Mahaprabhu is Supreme Lord. From him all Vedanta comes. It is said, Veda comes from breathing of the Lord. Nishosita Vani. It is said. Veda comes from the breathing of the Lord. From whom all Vedanta comes, he said, you hear from me. He was proud. You are a young boy. Mahaprabhu very humble. Yes, I must hear. I must hear. Yes. You are great professor of Vedanta. I must hear from you. Definitely I hear. This is Mahaprabhu dealings, Mahaprabhu practical teaching. Pranadri sunichina taroriva saisnana amanina manadina kirtanyas. This is a practical teacher. He is supreme Lord. But he said, no, I am ignorant fool, I have no knowledge on Vedanta, nothing. I must hear from you. So humble, huh? You understand? Then he started speaking on Vedanta. Huh? Saram Bhattacharya in the temple promises of Jagannath, Puri temple. Do you understand? Continuously for 7 days. Continuously for 7 days. Mahaprabhu was sitting there as innocent boy, innocent student, sitting, just hearing, not speaking, saying anything. And he was saying, teaching, speaking on Vedanta Sutra and explaining. So on 8th day, he asked. 7 days gone. 8th day, he asked, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, you understand what I say? You are not asking any question. You understand what I am saying? Then Mahaprabhu opened mouth. As long as he was not asked, he didn't open his mouth. Do you understand? This Mahaprabhu dealing is so nice dealing. Priti Purna Vyavahar Jukti Purna Katha. This is Mahaprabhu's way, principle. Priti Purna Vyavahar Jukti Purna Katha. His dealings are very nice, pleasing dealings, not rough dealings. But when he speaks like bullet. When he opens mouth, speaks, defeats all Bhagavat's philosophy. Like bullet. Defeats everything and establishes pure Bhakti Siddhanta. That is Mahaprabhu's dealings. Then Mahaprabhu opened his mouth. He said, I understand this sutra very well because it comes from him. He's Supreme Lord. I understand sutra very well. But your commentary, your explanation is very difficult to understand. He began, what? You understand sutra very well? But my explanation is very difficult to understand. Nobody can understand sutra, therefore commentary is given. Explanation is given. Nobody can understand sutra. But you say you understand sutra very well. But commentary, explanation is very difficult to understand. Because he is not giving the proper explanation. Do you understand? Mayavadis, he was follower of Shankaracharya. He was follower of Shankarite Mayavadi philosophy. He was speaking Mayavadi philosophy. Not pure philosophy. Not proper commentary. Because Srimad Bhagavatam is the natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. He was not speaking from Srimad Bhagavatam, he was speaking from Sarika Bhashya, compiled by Sripad Shankaracharya. You understand? Propounder of Mayavad philosophy, Sripad Shankaracharya. He has written a commentary on Vedanta Sutra, is known as Sarika Bhashya. Completely imaginative commentary. And he was speaking from that. Therefore Mahaprabhu said, I understand sutra very well. But your commentary explanation is very difficult to understand. Because not giving proper. He said, Vedanta Sutra, Vyasar Sutra jate, jaiche, Surjyar Kiran, Tomar Bhashya, Kala Badal Sama Surjya ke kore Achadan. He said like that. Vyasa Sutra, Vedanta Sutra, written by Vyasadev, is as effulgent as sun. But your commentary is like a patch of black cloud that covers up the effulgent sun. He said like that. He became amazed. What? Great shock to him. Great shock. Oh, you understand. You understand sutra very well. All right, you explain now. He said. This is all discussed in Chaitanya Charitamrita, isn't it? Then Mahaprabhu explained one after another. This sutra. So in course of this discussion, this famous verse from Bhagavatam came up. Atmaramassa munayo nirgrantha iva urukrame kurbanti hetuking bhakting ito bhuta guna hari. This famous verse came up. This famous verse came up. Sarvabhautacharya requested Mahaprabhu, please explain this verse. Mahaprabhu said, you first explain. You first explain. I'll explain later. Then Sarvabhautacharya explained. He's a great scholar. He explained in 9 different ways this verse, Atmaramasya Munaya. In 9 different ways he explained. Mahaprabhu heard it, Mahaprabhu said, but Acharya, Jani tumi Bruhaspati, Shastra Vakhya, Shloka Vakhya Kurite Kar, Oto nahi sakti. Mahaprabhu, I know you are Bruhaspati incarnate. He is Bruhaspati. You are incarnation Bruhaspati. Bruhaspati is Devaguru. Guru of Devatas, Pandit, and you are that incarnation, great Pandit. Shloka Vakhya Kurite Kar, Oto nahi sakta. Nobody can understand. Explain this shloka, explain shloka as you did. No. কিন্তু তুমি যে ব্যাখ্যা করলো পাণ্ডিত্য প্রতিভায় এই শ্লোকটা আছে আরো অভিপ্রায় what you explain this is all scholarly but this verse speaks something else. You understand? Mahaprabhu said. Then Mahaprabhu explained it in 18 different ways. He explained in 9 different ways. Mahaprabhu explained in 18 different ways without touching his explanation. Complete. New. That is bona fide explanation. When he heard it, he became amazed. Yes. Nobody can explain in such a wonderful way. Huh? Do you understand? Then, at that time, he gave this philosophy, Achintya Bheda Veda Tattva. Do you understand? At that time, Mahaprabhu expressed it. It was not expressed in Nadya, it was expressed in Utkale Purushottamat. Utkale Purushottamat. Utkala Khanda, Purushottama Khetra, famous Khetra. Utkala Khanda, famous. Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhupada, born in that Utkala Khanda. Do you understand who kept up? The prestige of Gaudiya, Vaishnava Sampradaya by writing, Govinda Bhasya, Bhasya for Gaudiya Sampradaya. You understand? There he expressed, Mahaprabhu expressed, Achintya Bheda Veda Tattva. And prophecy was there, this will come up in this Utkala Khanda, Purushottam Khetra and spread throughout the world. Now it is going on. Yes, this prophecy is true. So Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya is the most bona fide Sampradaya. You understand? Because Mahaprabhu gave Krishna Prema. Nobody gives Krishna Prema. He may be a Vaishnava from Sri Sampradaya, or Rudra Sampradaya, or Sanaka Sampradaya, or Brahma Sampradaya, Tattvavadi. Mahaprabhu went to Udupi also while touring in South India and met the Pandits, Tattvavadis. And he had discussion with them also. He defeated that philosophy. What are you saying? This is Karma Mimamsa only. Do you understand? Mahaprabhu. But Mahaprabhu said, well, one good thing is in your Sampradaya. They are worshipping this Krishna, cowherd boy. Yes. Krishna, cowherd boy, who is holding a stick and a rope. You understand? This is good thing I found in your Sampradaya. Therefore he accepted that. Why he accepted that Sampradaya? And though there are 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas, why Mahaprabhu accepted this Brahma Madhva Sampradaya, not other Sampradaya? This good thing I found. And moreover, this Madhavendra Puri came. Madhavendra Puri comes in your Sampradaya. Madhavendra Puri's Guru is Lakshmipati. Up to Lakshmipati, this Prem Tattva has not, Rasa Tattva has not come. Prem Rasa Tattva has not come. Up to Lakshmipati they have not come. It came to Madhavendra Puri. Ayi Dina Dayadra Mathuranath Kodabalokya say. Famous verse. This is feelings. Pang of separation from Krishna. Madhavendra Puri crying, this famous verse. And Madhavendra Puri's disciple is Ishwar Puri. So from there, from Madhavendra Puri, in this sampradaya comes the Rasa Tattva. And Madhavendra Puri is the root of that. The Rasa Tattva is like a tree, that is root. And the first branch came Ishwar Puri, Pratham Skandha. And Mahaprabhu accepted Ishwar Puri as Guru. And from that day, Gaudiya Sabda is added to it. Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya. Therefore comes Gaudiya Sampradaya. Gaudiya Sampradaya, because Gauda Desh, Mahaprabhu was born in Bengal, is known as Gauda Desh. Therefore Gaudiya. And Srimad Bhagavatam is the natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra, no need of writing or compiling a separate commentary on Vedanta Sutra. They all accept. But when they challenged, then Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, mercy of Govindji, wrote it, and it was Govindji dictated, and he wrote and he accepted. You understand me? This Vedanta Samantaka, one of his writing, Pramaya Ratnavali, Siddhanta Darpana, Kavya Kaustubha, Vyakarana Kaumudi, Pada Kaustubha, Isadi Upanishad Bhasya, Gita Bhushan Bhasya, Vishnu Sahasranam Bhasya, Sankhiva Bhagavamrita Tipani, Saranga Rangada, Tattva Sundara Patika, Tavamala, Vibhushana Tika, Nataka Chandrika Tika, Chandraloka Tika, Saitya Kaumudi Tika, Krishnanandini, Srimad Bhagavata Tika, not completed, Vaishnanandini, Govinda Bhasya Sukhma Tika, Siddhanta Ratna Tika, Tavamala Tika, these are the books written by Baladev Vidyabhushan. You understand? So this Vedanta Samantaka, that book, he has written that. At the end of that book, Vedanta Samantaka, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu has written, offering prayer at his Guru. Radha Damodara Nama Vibhrata Viprina Vedantamaya Syamantaka Sri Radhika Irvinirvedito Maya Tasya Pramodo Satanatu Sarvada. This prayer he has offered to his Guru at the end of this Vedanta Samantaka. Means, Madiya Guru, my Guru, whose name is Srimad Radha Damodar. Do you understand? Some Brahmin, I got inspiration from him. And therefore, this book I wrote, Vedanta Samantaka. Otherwise I could not have written this thing. This book is written on Srimati Radharani. Do you understand? So, I offer it at the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, by whose mercy, my Guru, Guru's mercy, Radharandra, I could write this thing. Let this Vedanta Samantaka give pleasure to my Guru and Srimati Radharani. That is prayer, the meaning of the verse. At the end of Vedanta Samantaka, he wrote this. Then, Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu is also later known as Govinda Das also. Later periods he was known as Govinda Das. He had two famous disciples, Sri Uddhava Das, Sri Nandana Mishra. Two famous disciples. And these are the books written by Baladev Vidyabhushan. And he disappeared in the year 1686, that is 1764 AD, and this Tithi, this day. Therefore we observe this Tithi, auspicious Tithi, disappearance Tithi of Sri Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu ki jai! Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya ki jai! Govinda Bhasya ki jai! Patita Pavana Sachinandana Gaura Hari ki jai! समवेत गौड़ीय भक्त वृंद की जय, गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्रीमदेशी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णवृंद की जय, समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। This is a brief life history of the transcendental life of Sri Srimad Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. This is an occasion when we should glorify Vaishnava. Vaishnava Gunagan Karile Jivartran Sunyatsi Sadhguru. I have heard it from the lips of Sadhguru, this thing. If you glorify the Vaishnavas, then you get their mercy, then your life will be successful. Yes. You will develop your bhakti, and very easily come back to God. The Vaishnavas should be glorified. Thank you very much.
Nowadays, do they accept Mahaprabhu as Krishna?
Huh?
Do these other sampradayas now? They do.
Yes.
All of them.
When Baladev Vidyabhushan spoke, they all accept, they admit their defeat. How they say, please accept as a disciple. They accept it.
Baladev Vidyabhushan, it's Jagannath Das Babaji in our line.
Mm.
How did they come in contact? What was their relationship? Jagannath Das Babaji and Baladev Vidyabhushan.
Because when Jagannath Das Babaji is a devotee, Mahaprabhu and he is a devotee, Mahaprabhu, Baladev Vidyabhushan, they would have met. And after Baladev Vidyabhushan comes Jagannath Das Babaji, after Jagannath Das Babaji, Baladev Vidyabhushan. But the Vishwanath concept of this Vishwanath Thakur.
Yes, and then Jagannath Das Babaji.
In that, Vishwanath Thakur and Jagannath was there. Contemporary related.
There's many great Vaishnavas that came from Orissa.
Yeah, Orissa. Kalakhanda, such a place. Mahaprabhu stayed there. Continuously 18 years.
But in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's not so much mention of the great...
Bengalis and yes. They say some. And what is that going on? Gaudiya Vaishnava, Utkariya Vaishnava.
Yes, yes.
We say nothing. One line is from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why you are making difference? Gaudiya Vaishnava, Utkariya Vaishnava.
Yes.
Mahaprabhu is very udar, he is not narrow, he is magnanimous. It is not good. They speak so many things in Orissa. So many great Gaudiya Vaishnava, Utkariya Vaishnavas are there.
Yes.
Mahaprabhu's devotee, not mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. What is that? And these Vaishnavas are very, very udar, magnanimous, very humble. They don't want that our name should not be mentioned. I said like that. So why then should mention that names should not be mentioned?
Yes.
Then they feel themselves puffed up, which cannot be Dina. They are very humble. Therefore they are very dear to Mahaprabhu. Those who are intimate, 3.5 persons, Mahaprabhu is very intimate. Out of the 2.5 persons are Gaudiyas. One is Gaudiya only.
Yes.
One is Gaudiya. That's Sundar Saudandra Goswami. Raya Ramananda Sikhimaiti, Madhavidas Sikhimaiti's sister, half, 2.5
Right.
Gaudiyas. Then
Right. Very,
this is there. And they are very humble, therefore they don't want. They didn't want that our names should be mentioned. Better not mention. So humble. Insatiation. No more going, isn't it?
I was going to go tonight and then come back. Friday I would stay. Friday, Saturday.
You won't go.
All right, then I'll stay. All right.
Such a liar. Mr. Dev, you are a great liar.
In the Disillusioned section, the names of the acharyas, the guru of Radha Damodar Goswami is not mentioned. His name is not as the land.
Those were famous. Only there. Vishwanath Chakravarti name is there. So the student of Vishwanath Chakravarti, Baladev Vidyaswami's name. You understand? Radha Goswami was not as famous as Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Therefore, getting his permission, he went to Vrindavan to learn more. He couldn't get more from him. He got some. Otherwise, why he went? Learn more about this Mahaprabhu. Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. At that time, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was famous. He was in Vrindavan. So he took permission from his guru, then he went to Vrindavan. That is our process. With permission, one should come to take Sikkha. Therefore, Sikkha Gurus are many. Diksha Guru is only cannot be one, more than one. Diksha Guru establishes Sambandha. Establishes Sambandha Gyana-data. You understand? That Diksha Guru. And Sikkha Guru teaches. Is Abhidheya. Sikkha Guru is a what's that?
An extension of...
Is Sambandha Gyana-data, is Abhidheya Gyana-data. He teaches this process of bhakti, how to do bhajan, do you understand? This example we give that Diksha Guru establishes Sambandha, your relationship with Krishna, do you understand? And Sikkha Guru teaches how to keep up relationship. Do you understand? How we will be engaged in loving relationship with Krishna. Do you understand? And render loving service to him. And Abhidheya. Gyan, Bhakti Tattva Gyan. He teaches. Do you understand? We give this example. Your legs were dangled in the air, is not fixed on the ground in Vrindavan. The Diksha Guru fixed your leg and land of Vrindavan. That Sambandha is established. Now you have to move. You do not stand still there. Sikkha Guru teaches how to move in Vrindavan. Understand me? This is a crude example.
It's a nice example.
Understand? Ishwardas, what I said. Understand? Yes. And one should not think one is superior and other one is inferior. That will be aparadh. Don't think like that. The same Guru Tattva, Diksha Guru and Sikkha Guru, they are like two sides of the same coin. This example is given. Two sides of the same coin. Understand? Diksha Guru, Sikkha Guru. Of equal level. Not one is superior and another is inferior. No, not to think like that. Then you will commit aparadh. Understand? Therefore, taking permission from Diksha Guru, one may go to some Sikkha Guru. They have set up Mahajana. Baladev Vidyaswami took permission from his Diksha Guru and first Sikkha Guru, whatever this Radha Damodar Goswami. Then he went to Vrindavan and became student and disciple of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Our Guru Parampara is Sikkha Guru Parampara, not Diksha Guru's Parampara. It is known as Bhagavad Parampara. You understand? Bhagavad Parampara. From whom one has heard Bhagavad. You understand? is Sikhya Guru Parampara. But from this Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, it became different. Sikhya Guru, and then from after that Bhakti Siddhanta is all split up. Understand? But this parampara is Bhagavad parampara. Not Diksha parampara, it's Sikhya parampara. Understand? Sikhya Guru Hoy Krishna Mahanta Surupe. Chaitanya Charitamrita is all mentioned, all Guru Tattva there. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sikhya Guru Hoy Krishna Mahanta Surupe. That's it.
So, what if a disciple sees his Diksha Guru as being a neophyte, and he wants to take Siksha from someone he thinks is very advanced? So, is he still supposed to see the Diksha Guru and Siksha Guru the same?
Should see. Otherwise you'll commit aparadh. You understand? Whatever I have to get from him, I got it. You understand? So, taking his permission to get some higher Sikhya, he will go and accept Sikhya.
As long as permission is granted,
Yes,
there's no aparadh.
No, yes, this is the process. Otherwise, aparadh will be there.
And if there's no permission, if the Guru said, no, I won't give no permission.
He is not a Vaishnava. Vaishnava is udar. He is not sunken and narrow-minded. He is very broad-minded. Yes. Immediately give all right, very good, you go. You get Sikhya, make advancement. That will my glory. Yes. Understand my point? He is Vaishnava. He is not envious, Baba. Because this morning we are Parikshit Maharaj not envious of Kali, he is a mischief monger. He is Paka Vaishnava.
It will be the disciple also has to be like really in a kind of understanding, how to actually see that his Diksha is not enough sufficient, because usually disciples are not really that much intelligent as the Diksha Guru. It's very rare to see one disciple that becomes already in the label of the Diksha Guru and that says, well, I don't have insufficient knowledge from him. Maybe I should...
Anyhow, this is what I have to obtain from him. It's Krishna's arrangement, he acts like that. Krishna's arrangement will is different, I'll get something higher from somewhere else. Accept like that, Baba. This is a mundane, material calculation. No, that is offensive. Don't do like that. Yeah. Understand my point? Sachitana. Yes.
Some persons may think that this is jumping over.
Taking permission, we go. Yes. This is a Mahajan set up example. Now see, Baladev doesn't want. Took example, then he go. Got permission, then go. Then he went. They have set up example. This is the process. And with Vaishnava, he immediately allows. Yes, go.
Do they should give the disciples who do this go through this process, do they give the same worship to the Diksha and to the Shiksha? Can they see them in the same label in worship? Same label.
Mm-hmm. Some level. Yeah. Oh.
You had spoken before about Vyasti Guru and Samasti Guru.
You read my book, Guru Bandhana, then you can understand.
I didn't understand.
You see, as Krishna is one supreme personality God, absolute truth, one without second. Bhagavad Tattva, Isha Tattva is one, similarly Guru Tattva is one. Guru is one. You understand? He is a manifestation of Krishna. Krishna Guru Rupahana Shastra Pramani. You understand? Krishna appears as Guru. These are all Shastric evidences. Krishna is one, Guru Tattva is one. Krishna has different manifestations, the Guru has different manifestations. When it's one Guru Tattva, that is Samasti Guru. Different manifestation comes, then it's Vesti Guru. You understand? Krishna, different manifestation, Rama, Nrsimha, Vamana, Kachapa, Matsya, Varaha, this and that. Isn't it? Understand point? Kesava Dhruta, Rama Sarira, Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Kesava has assumed this Sarira. This is Kesava. Kesava is one. And Brahma Samhita says, example of lamps, one original lamp is there. Many lamps are coming out, being lit by the original lamp, and the dharma of giving light is same. You understand? Avatar, avatari. Similarly, Guru Tattva. That is Samasti Guru. Guru Tattva is one, but Krishna Guru Rupahana. Then, different manifestations. His Guru that, his Guru that, his Guru that, his Guru that. These are different manifestations, same Guru Tattva. Understand? The Samasti Guru, Vesti Guru. Understood? Yeah?
So we have these issues of whereby we say that, okay, when you go to somebody else, like being unchaste. So how do you, or being unchaste, when you leave your guru to go to somebody else to hear? So, so you say that okay, there's been described as being unchaste.
It's been
described as being unchaste.
Unchaste.
So
not unchaste, Baba. Take permission, go. You will give permission, otherwise you will commit aparat. And if someone will accept you, he will also commit aparat.
And if Guru says no, and disciple still wants to go.
I say Guru says no, he is a Vaishnava. He is not a Vaishnava.
And so disciple still wants to go.
He should reject. He is not a Vaishnava. Yes, that Guru should be rejected.
And then he should go to that person and take shiksha from him.
Yeah, because he is not a Vaishnava. He is not acting like a Vaishnava. Why he said no? Nobody
Because
should
he's
no.
attached
Say
to his
no.
disciple? Because he's attached. He's saying no because he's attached to his disciple.
Why attachment? Only attachment to Krishna.
Yeah.
Why attachment is this and that? My motto, my disciple, my place, my this, why my. Nonsense.
I think that probably disciples, we are neophytes, we're not trained up properly. And sometimes they go to the other extreme. They say, oh, this is not good at all, I take this one, and then they commit offense. And that's why sometimes...
Yeah, that is offensive.
To one extreme.
Offensive. That you should understand real Tattva. All right, thank you. Chalo. Isn't it? Oh, Bala Nrsimha. Oh, Bala Nrsimha. Yeah. Name. So,